Mature content. The following stream contains content that may not be suitable for all audiences, including mature themes, strong language, and potentially sensitive material. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? Thanks for being here on this Wednesday, October 15th at 6 p.m. Thank you for being here. I got my Mighty Ducks jersey on, Charlie Conway. Got it from TikTok as a free sample, so of course I'm wearing it. What's up, Joanne, Wendy, LRM, Lindsay, Kim staying too, Jersey Jen, Cindy has pets, V Bongi, Carrie, Tina, Chloe, and Sally. See you tomorrow. May do a live on Saturday in the afternoon so I can get some UK folks and people who are not in the States to join, because I know it's like late there. But it's Brian's 15th birthday, so in the morning I think we're celebrating and doing something. He's with his mom, and then I think maybe in the afternoon I'll do something. We'll see. Anne, welcome. Wendy became a bonator. Thank you so much, Wendy. So we are going to continue. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you. Deja, Jessica, good to see you. Catherine, good to see you. Catherine, a member for 21 months. Thank you so much, Catherine. Celia Chavez, hello. I think, did I say Anne? I think so. Hey, Joanne. I do have to curse. Well, I'll have to bring that up because I'm going to do some fan mail. Deja, Catherine, Linny. I think I got everybody. All right, so before we start, hello, Feliz. Nice, Deja. Before we start, I'm going to have to explain a joke, which I know is the worst thing to do, explain a joke, but I'm going to have to explain it because I'm getting so many comments. Deja, a bowl for 18 months. Thank you, Deja. Hey, Royal Blue. So here's the joke that I have to explain to everyone. I posted this because I was looking at the documents on Donna's docket, and I saw that they put Donna's judgment and sentencing. And I noticed that it says count one adjudicated guilty, life in the Department of Correction with 701 days stipulated jail credit. Court recommends defendant to be housed close to Dade County and defendant not to be housed with Catherine McBanawa, spelled McBanawa, which would be a perfect spelling if you spelled it phonetically. But no, that's not how you spell McBanawa. It's Magbanua. So the joke was, I said the judgment and sentencing sheet for Donna Adelson, whoever Catherine McBanawa is, must be relieved. They recommended her not to be in the same prison as Donna Sue. And I put that spelling. And I'm getting people like, hey, idiot, Catherine McBanawa is Charlie's girlfriend. And this is who... I'm like, yes. I figured I posted this on my page. People would know that I know who Catherine McBanawa is. But no, I'm getting chirped at. And don't even start. I posted it to Facebook. Forget about it. It's on there. Twitter. Anywho, so I do know who Catherine McBanawa is. There's Holly Barry saying, Tato. What's up, Holly? Hello, Justice Jane. Jersey Jen gifting a membership that goes to V Bongi. Capri Sun's in the chat. Thank you so much, Jen. Good to see you. Hi, Karen Johnson. Good to see you. Anne, good to see you. The boss lady, hello. Hello, Cam Lacoste. Good to see you. Thank you, Celia. The boss lady, a member for 20 months. Thank you so much, boss lady. By the way, Cam, if you are really related to Jeff, I hope I get the first opportunity. If he ever does an interview, you got to put in the good word for me. Capri Sun's in the chat for folks who don't know. Capri Suns, we do for members because that's what Alec Murdoch asked for when Maggie went to the store, and that's when I knew he was a killer. He wanted orange Capri Suns because who wants orange? You want the fruit punch. You want the tropical punch. If you're asking for orange as a grown-ass man, you're probably a killer. Any hoozle. I wanted to do some fan mail, and then we'll get to the Tato video. So if you don't know what fan mail is, let me hit this here. Let me do this.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
So this is where I read some fan mail from my fans. Like, as you could see, this one from Rex Monday. This is from a while ago. He was a fan. So let's go over some more fan mail I got recently. And by the way, the comments are always majority very kind, and I appreciate all the kind comments I get. You guys are awesome. Hey, Susan Lupo, good to see you. But as a person with negative thoughts all the time, I always focus on the bad ones. So let's start with this one from Mary Sketch. Oh, let me let the robot read this. Hopefully it's working, but I don't know if Batrix is awake. Let's see. No, I don't think Batrix is awake. Jersey Jen, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I went to North Carolina Beach the last 2 days to release The Last of Mama's Ashes. Thank you, Jay, for doing this tonight. I'm having a tough day. Love you all. Oh, man, Jen, so sorry for your loss. Hopefully we can make you feel good tonight. So sorry for your loss. I hope your mom's memory is a blessing. All right, so, and thank you again, Jen. Mary Sketch here says, I don't think you need to call people piece of shit, etc. It is evidence. It is evident, or your job to make it evident. I don't really need to hear the obscenities. To which I responded, I don't really need to see this comment, but here we are. So that was like 2 days ago. And then the next day, she had to double up and say, I don't want to listen to your obscenities at the end. It was a video where I said, fuck the Adelsons at the end. And I think you have a responsibility to the audience not to throw those in there. You are not alone in your home talking to a friend. Too bad, because I liked your videos and shorts. And this is, by the way, I am, what am I, Walter Cronkite? I am alone in my house. And and most of the time, I'm talking to my best friend, which is my wife, Shannon. So yeah, I am alone in my house. I am talking to a friend. I don't fucking care, Mary. Fuck you. Fuck you. If you don't like my cursing, there's a million other channels to watch. You don't have to watch it here. I curse. It's what I do. So go fuck yourself, Mary Sketch 4772. Fuck you. I also got this. You would be more credible without the snarky insights. To which I responded to Jill, well, there's plenty of other channels. Jill, probably married to Mark Furman, who knows? Again, there's other channels. You don't like my snark? Go somewhere else, Jill. Go talk to Mark Furman and whatever you guys do. And then I got, love your ideas and posts, but honestly, cringe with the name calling. Heaven now, this comments, cringe. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry if you were offended when I said that the Adelsons murderers are pieces of shit. Sorry, not sorry. So, any hoozle. That was fan mail segment. Let's go to continuing Tato's testimony. I see someone asked for subtitles. I will put them on, but I do have to block the thing here, so it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to see it because unless there's a way to move the subtitles, I don't think there is. Suppose I got to put the chat over. Sorry, I can't have the subtitles on. Sorry about that. What is the show comments? Oh, that's comments on. Never mind. All right, so here we go.
And you're saying that under oath to this jury?
Yes, sir.
And you understand what being under oath is, correct?
Go ahead, explain to me.
I mean, at the beginning, you raised your right hand, you swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm sure as your lawyer has advised you, there is a penalty for lying under oath, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever lied under oath?
No.
That's not a proper question, Mr. Sanganetti.
Let me ask you a question. Do you recall when you pled guilty in federal court, there was a document called a factual proffer? Do you recall that?
Yeah, I heard it.
May I approach, Judge?
I agree, sweepstakes. I hate when they are condescending to him. Only makes them look bad.
May I approach, Your Honor?
What purpose? is
Thanks,
it
Patty.
because
Hey,
they
Sula.
can't read the written document, Mr. Singleton?
Judge, it's got his initials on it. It has his signature.
Hey, Patty. Hey,
got a
Viv.
date.
Hey,
Okay,
Mandy. Hey,
go ahead.
Joanne. Hey, Jill. Thank you, Jill.
Mr. Rivera, I'm showing you what's been marked as Defense Exhibit 2.
But we already have a Defense Exhibit 2 unless we're gonna do separate documents for.
All right, I'm going to make this
Under Garcia.
louder.
I apologize. It's been marked as Garcia number 2. Do you want me to change that, Your Honor?
That'll be okay for now. We can discuss that later.
Now, you indicated that you can't read, but you know what your name looks like, right?
Of course.
Whose name is that right there?
My name.
Okay. Is that your signature in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, your initials
Yes, sir.
on page 1? Are these your initials on page 2?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on page 3?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on page 4, sir?
Yes, sir.
And whose signature is that?
Mine's.
And can you read numbers?
Yeah.
By the way, follow Viv's art channel, but also follow Viv on Instagram. I'm not sure what your name on Instagram, Viv, is, but if you want, Viv's got like raccoons and other animals in their backyards, and I swear they get a better dinner than I do. I'm not sure what her Instagram is, but every night she's posting dinners she's giving to her backyard animals, and I'm like, they're eating better than me.
What number is that?
11, 6, 15.
So on November 6, 2015, is that the day you gave your factual proffer?
Yes.
Are these the signatures? Is that your name and these are the initials?
Yes, sir.
At this time, Judge, I'll move Defense Exhibit 2 under Garcia into evidence.
Sir.
Objection, hearsay.
For impeachment purposes.
I sustain the objection at this point in time. I fail to see the relevance, but move on, Mr. Singleton.
Do you recall me asking you if you had the crimes associated with your factual proffer on your record?
Yes, sir.
And you told me that even though it's on your record, that you didn't do some of these crimes. Is that correct?
Yeah, I told you that.
You told me that, right?
Yeah.
And the document that I just showed you, did your lawyer...
So Cam says, heard Wendy is going by Jill Estrada these days. Her boyfriend, who we don't know if she's, I don't know. What's his name? Jorge Estrada? George Estrada? But I have confirmed with someone who may have some information, inside information, that they saw certain things that it does indicate on at least some places the boys may also be using the last name Estrada. I don't know if it's in like an official thing, but in some places there may be the boys using the last name Estrada, from what I've heard from a source who is a very good source. So anyway.
When he went over it with you, indicate that there's a portion that says, I agree with all the facts set forth in the factual proffer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also, when you took your plea of guilty in front of a federal judge, did he read this factual proffer to you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
he did.
Word for word, right?
Not word for word, but he told me, he explained to me.
Okay. And in
Sustain the objection, Mr. Singleton. Let's move on.
which objection, Your Honor?
I found it's not relevant. Move on.
If there's anyone I wouldn't mess with besides Tato, it's this judge, man. He's no joke. Rest in peace. I think I'm going to put this jabroni on 1.25. And by jabroni, I'm talking about the attorney, not Tato.
Give me just 1 second, Judge.
Sure.
No, I'm not giving you 1 second.
In the Latin Kings. I'm sorry, Mr. Rivera, have you ever used your position as a leader in the Latin Kings to recruit other Latin Kings to help you further any violent crimes?
Objection,
sir.
relevance.
Overruled.
Yes,
You can
sir.
answer that.
Well, I got a question for you. I'm here for another
Well,
indictment.
Judge, with all, sorry, Judge, I'm objecting to the witness asking questions of the attorney.
Ask another question.
So if you could answer that, the question that I just asked you.
Ask your question again, please.
Sure, no problem. Mr. Rivera, have you ever instilled the use of other Latin Kings to further any kind of violent criminal act?
Yes, sir.
In fact, in the 1 month that your phone had a wire intercept, you attempted 3 separate violent acts reaching out to other fellow Latin Kings. Isn't that correct?
Objection,
sir.
relevance.
I'll overrule the objection.
So you can answer that question.
Yes, sir.
So in a 30-day period,
You've asked it once.
Thank you,
You've
Judge.
answered it
Yes, sir.
once. We don't need to do it twice.
no problem, Judge, thank you. And in the future, if I refer to other fellow kings, does every fellow king have the word king prior to a nickname or a designation?
Yes, sir.
So the person that you were talking about earlier, Anthony, was it Rivera?
Torres.
Anthony Torres, did he have a king name?
Jíbaro. Jíbaro.
And is he still alive?
He's dead, sir.
Did he die here in South Florida?
I was in prison when I found out.
Do you know where he died?
Nah.
Do you know how he died?
I heard motorcycle accident.
And this is the individual that you're claiming you called to find my client when Katie called you, right?
Yes, sir.
Katie is Sigfredo's wife, as you described it, right?
Yes, sir.
She has his numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
You have his numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
And just for the record, Sigfredo had multiple phones at all times, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get to June 4th, okay? Or let's get to June 3rd. Do you remember?
This is one of the reasons I want to watch do Tato. I really kind of want to, because this is the closest, obviously, to the crime, other than his proffer. This stuff about the dates, like the first trip and the second trip, just I kind of want to see where he's at on this.
What time Sigfredo came up to you and told you that he had a job for you in Tallahassee?
It was late night. Maybe like about 10, 11 o'clock at night, somewhere around there.
Sweepstakes says Lewis, not Donna, is going home one day. Rot Donna. Facts. And thank you so much for the super chat. Botrix is not waking up, so unfortunately will not read that. But thank you, thank you, Sweepstakes.
Okay. What time did you guys hit the road?
Excuse me?
What time did you guys get on the road?
Right away.
Right away. Okay. So let's just go ahead and say around 11 o'clock. Does that sound about right?
Maybe. I can't really remember the time, but I'm saying like between 9 to 11 was out of the way.
Okay. 9 to 11 p.m.
Yes, sir.
And this is when Sigfredo Garcia came to you with a rented, was it a Nissan?
I think it was.
Okay. But you didn't rent the car there that day, correct?
Nope.
And he came to you and he told you you had a job, right?
Yes.
Okay. And when did he tell you had that job?
In my house.
Okay. And from there, and you went and you got a gun, right?
I can't remember if it was the same day or not.
Well, let me ask you this way. You had guns at your disposal, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're a Latin king. You can call. Did you have your own personal firearm?
No, I went and bought one.
Let me see if I didn't ask that question correctly. Did you have your own piece? Did you have your own firearm for your own protection prior to the day?
I always kept one.
You always kept one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had your own gun, right? Luis Rivera's gun, right?
Yes, sir.
But you chose not to take that gun because you wanted to find another gun. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Because wouldn't that be a smarter thing to do? Have a firearm if you're going to commit, whether it's a home invasion or a murder, that nobody knows is yours, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So, did you call one of your Latin King brothers to get a gun?
Nope.
No. Where'd you go?
To the corner.
To the corner, like in the hood?
In the hood.
Okay. And so you got a gun from a guy in the corner. White guy or black guy?
Black guy.
Black guy. So a black guy in the hood, you walked up to him and said, I need a piece, right?
Yes, sir.
would it be safe to say, well, let me ask you this. In your Latin King manifesto, does it talk about not involving non-Latin kings to ensure integrity within your organization?
Are we here for the murder case or for the Latin King case?
I think it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, so answer my question. Don't answer my question with a question.
It's not. What you talking about? You keep talking about the Latin Kings. It ain't got nothing to do with
Well,
the
hold
murder.
on, but you're King Tato, right?
Yeah, but it don't got nothing to do with the murder.
According to you, right? Because if you were,
Wait a minute, stop. Ask another question, just think of that. Answer the question,
is
please.
there a portion of the Latin King manifesto which suggests that if you were to buy a gun to commit a crime, you'd buy it from another king to make sure you don't get in trouble?
No. You can buy it from wherever you want to buy it from.
You've been a leader of this organization since you were 15 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And so you understand, I mean, you're cooperating now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you understand there's informants and cooperators everywhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Could be a stranger, could allegedly be your best friend, right?
Yes, sir.
So instead of calling one of your 100 gang member brothers, where you are the king of the castle, the lion of the jungle, you choose to go to the hood and ask a stranger for a gun. That's your testimony?
Yes, sir, because
Okay.
they don't got nothing to do with what I'm about to do.
Penny.
So you go and you get this firearm. Does the gun come with bullets at least?
No.
Penny. Prudy. Hold on. I think I can get the dogs on camera. I haven't got them in a while. They're both limping. Good girl, Penny. Hold on. Good girl. Hold on, Penny. Penny, don't go downstairs. Come here. Let's see if I can get this to work. Hold on. Let's see. Penny, come here. Penny, come. Come here. There's Penny for the folks. Penny's the good girl. Good girl. Yes, you're the good girl. Pretty, come here. That's the good girl. All right, that was the friends segment of the day. Let me turn that off. Here we go.
Have to buy bullets separately?
Yes, sir.
All right. Kind of like a toy without batteries?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
say that.
So where'd you go buy the bullets?
In a gun store.
So you didn't ask the same guy in the corner to throw you some bullets in?
No.
Okay. So you go to the gun store and you buy a pack of bullets?
Single bullets.
You buy single bullets? And is this regulated by the person that owns the firearm store?
No.
No? So you can just go buy bullets, you don't have to give ID or anything?
Never gave my ID.
And you bought a single bullet?
Now we got a few bullets.
This man shocked that in America, you don't have to go through a lot of rules and regulations to buy a gun, or that you can buy them like not exactly how he pictures in America. I could probably walk outside right now and say, hey, anyone got a gun? And probably buy it from someone.
You bought 3 bullets.
A few bullets. Like,
I'm sorry,
15 bullets.
I
Oh, you want me to give you the number correct?
Well, it's kind of hard to hear you sometimes. So 15 bullets?
Yeah.
Did you call Garcia and ask him if he needed some bullets too?
Oh, he was with me.
He was with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it was that you went to the... So Garcia was with you when you went to the hood? To get the gun?
No.
Okay. Which car did you use to go to the hood?
My car.
What kind of car is that?
I had an old Mercedes.
An old Mercedes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you drive your own car to the hood. At this time, you already knew you needed the gun to commit whatever crime you thought that you were going to do, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you chose, and Garcia's right there with the rental car, right? Right?
When I bought the gun?
Right.
When I bought the gun, he was with a... Come on, come back. Come
Okay.
back with me, man.
After Garcia told you he had a job to do, how long?
Tato's the best. Come back, man. Like, and he's like, okay, I'll come back.
Right?
When I bought the gun?
Right.
When I bought the gun, he was with a... Come on, come back. Come
Okay.
back with me, man.
After Garcia told you he had a job to do, how long after that did you go get the gun? Immediately?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think I told you that already.
Well, I'm just trying to create a timeline.
Yeah, but you going back and forth trying to confuse me. We're not going to do that. Just come on.
I'm not trying to confuse. I'm trying to ask a very simple question. He tells you you have a job, right? right?
Yeah.
Okay. You assume this is a violent job, right? That's going to require you to get a firearm, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you go from where are you living with Jessica at the time, or are you on your mind?
Yes, it's my opinion. I have no proof of this. It's my opinion that there is at least another trip that Lewis is not available. Just based on Sigfredo, what I made some videos. Sigfredo talked when he was in jail, and just based on the fact that Sigfredo didn't need a map the 2 times he went with Lewis. It's my belief, and I don't have like absolute proof of it. It's my belief that he went down at least one other time without Lewis, and we don't know about it because we only know what Lewis says. If Sigfredo went down like with Katie or someone else, we would never know. It's my opinion that there's at least another trip, in my opinion, because he just knew where everything was, Sigfredo. And I don't care how good your memory is, like there's just no way. That's just my opinion.
Beach house.
I live with Jessica.
Okay. So you go. It's 135th Street.
Yes, sir.
So where'd you go? The Pork and Beans. Which hood did you go to?
It's right around the corners. I live in the hood, man.
Okay. So you go down the street in your car, right?
Yes, sir.
And you buy fire.
Yes, sir.
And then you come back and get in the car with Garcia, and then you go buy bullets?
Now you confused me right there, though. I think I'm with Garcia in the car. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Okay. Now you can. Okay. So after you get the bullets, do you guys head up north?
We got the bullets the next day, man.
Okay.
Let me refresh my memory. You going back and forth.
No, listen. Take your time. Take your time.
We got nothing but time. We got 19 years.
Can't take that long.
Thank you. Ask the question.
You got a citation on June 4th.
Also, I've talked about this before. You know, Katie likes to say that she only got a few $100 for like both the trips. Meanwhile, Tato says they got like $7,000. I think, if I remember correctly, 5 the first trip and 2 the second one, or vice versa, whatever it was. And I completely believe that. I believe Tato over Katie, which means that how did that happen? That means that I don't think that money was in the envelope like that. So that means that Charlie had to meet with Katie more times than we know about, or some of the Adelsons meet with Katie or Sigfredo, or to exchange that money. It wasn't that there wasn't $7,000. And Katie says, like, oh, I would ask Charlie for more money. She says them, actually. I have a video where she says them. So there's just more we don't know about, in my opinion.
In the morning, right? The prosecution showed you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get the gun on June 3rd or June 2nd?
I already had the gun going up there.
That wasn't my question, sir. My question is, after Mr. Garcia allegedly told you about this purported job, you said that you went to get a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he tell you about this job the night of or the day before you left going north?
No, the same night he told me about it.
Okay, the same night. So you went down the corner, got the gun, and then got your bullets, and then headed up north, right?
Yes, sir.
You testified originally on direct examination that he drove, right?
Yes, sir.
And then the prosecutor showed you a ticket, and then you said, well, we had to switch out, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it your testimony? Well, let me ask you this. Were you and Garcia drinking on your way up north?
Every time?
Every time, okay?
That's not in coke.
Okay, well, that's what I'm getting to. And you and Garcia...
I like how Lewis just adds that. Yeah, we were drinking also, snorting coke.
Garcia were drinking and driving, right?
Yes, sir.
Snorting cocaine.
Yes, sir.
Who was snorting more coke, you or Sigfredo?
Sigfredo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Garcia, I apologize. Mr. Garcia, who was doing more coke, you or him?
Him.
Okay, like a little bit or a lot more?
Just a lot, not a little bit more.
A little bit more. How much cocaine did you and Mr. Garcia go through from Miami to Gainesville?
Can't remember.
And a gram?
I can't remember.
2 grams?
I can't remember, sir.
How much did you take up there?
I don't remember.
About an 8-ball, sound right?
Maybe a little bit more, probably.
Okay. So a little bit more than 8 balls, how many grams?
3.5.
So 3.5 is 1 8-ball, so you took a little bit more. So let's say, would about 5 grams sound about right?
Probably.
So it's your testimony that as an experienced gang member, you get in a rental car
Sounds like we're about to repeat what's been said. Just saying that. We're not going to keep repeating everything twice. Let's move on, please.
Okay. In the car that you were driving, you had been drinking alcohol. There were little alcohol bottles.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you got pulled over by the police, you were driving, right? Obviously, you got the ticket, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you check to see if you had any remnants of cocaine powder on your nose?
Not at all.
What about Mr. Garcia? Did you look to see if he had any remnants of cocaine on his nose?
No.
And in the car are 2 firearms?
Yes, sir.
I don't remember what number exhibit this is.
Is it mine?
This is, I was going to introduce it, but you introduced it before me.
Is it the ticket?
Yes,
Okay, give me a second.
no problem. The government introduced this in evidence. I don't recall what the exhibit number is, Mr. Rivera.
81.
Government's exhibit 81, which is going to be popping up on the screen, is a copy of the citation.
Yep, is it?
There we go. Your name is Luis Manuel Rivera, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The location on your driver's... I think this will be better. Sorry, Judge. The location on your driver's license as your address is 1805 Normandy Drive, Apartment 3. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's in Miami Beach, Florida. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How long had you lived in Miami Beach?
My whole life.
You were born April 25th, 1983.
Yes, sir.
You're a Hispanic male and you're 5'4".
Yes, sir.
And the citation is going 90 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone, correct?
I'm just gonna pause this real quick because I've never done this before. Let's take a look. 1805 Normandy Drive in Miami Beach. The hell is this a picture of? 1805 Normandy Drive. I guess this is where he lives. It doesn't have. This is 1799, so I guess this is kind of the area where he lives. Whoops. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
So in conjunction to all the things that I've already described, the firearms, the drugs, the empty bottles, you were going 90 miles an hour at 9 o'clock in the morning, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, the officer that pulled you over is a Florida, was it Florida? It was FHP, Florida Highway Patrol?
I think so.
At any point, did he ask you to exit the vehicle to determine if he needed to conduct field sobriety exercises?
No, sir.
Did you smoke any marijuana in the car?
Thank you so much, Jill, for the $3 super chat. Thank you, Jill.
No, sir.
Did you take any marijuana with you?
No, sir.
So it's you.
Can I say? I mean, I made this point the last live, but first of all, I don't think I've ever driven faster than maybe 80. I've definitely never done 90 that I think of, but drinking and on cocaine and doing 90, like, it's just a different world. I could never.
You and Mr. Garcia in a rental car with all the contraband we discussed, and Trooper Downing just issues you a citation for speeding, correct?
Yes, sir.
Trooper Downing, man. Trooper Downing asleep on the job.
And it was at 9:12 a.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, that citation took place on a mile marker in Gainesville, right here. I-75 northbound, mile marker 374. Is that correct? Let me go ahead and zoom that in for you.
He's telling me where to go. I don't even know where I was at.
And who's he?
Garcia.
Garcia. Did he have his GPS on his phone?
In his brain.
In his brain. Had you ever been up to Tallahassee with Mr. Garcia before?
Never in my life.
And it was your testimony earlier that Mr. Garcia never utilized his cell phone GPS. Is that correct?
No.
And as you indicated to the members of this jury, he was right next to you. If he was using his phone, you would have been able to see that he was using his phone for GPS, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he was able to get you not only from Miami, Florida to Tallahassee, but to drive around in Tallahassee to the appropriate locations. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you know roughly how far mile marker 374 is from Gainesville to Tallahassee?
No idea.
After you received this citation, who drove? Did you continue driving?
Yes, sir.
And so from at least Gainesville to Tallahassee, you drove the rest of the way.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys still have the alcohol bottles in the Nissan after you got pulled over?
Yeah. It was in a brown paper bag.
Brown paper bag. You didn't think to throw it out afterwards?
No, it didn't cross my mind.
How many drinks would you say that you had consumed?
I can't remember that.
Was it one?
I can't remember that, sir.
Was it two?
Let's move on, Mr. Singleton.
What about Mr. Garcia? Were you watching how many alcoholic beverages he was consuming?
Not at all.
How many alcoholic beverages, how many little bottles did you guys buy?
About a bunch. I just can't remember how many.
Give me a rough estimate of what
I
a
can't
bunch
remember
is.
how many, sir.
Multiple? That means more than two?
Of course, it's more than two, but I can't remember how many.
And do you remember how long it took to drive from Miami to Gainesville?
I don't know. It took a couple of hours. I mean, a bunch of hours. I don't remember, though.
And during that time, did you guys consume all the alcoholic beverages that you had from Miami to Gainesville? Or did you have more alcohol after you got pulled over?
No, I think we had drank them all already.
So when you get to Tallahassee, and you're still driving, right?
Yes, sir.
Where do you go on June 4th, the same day of the citation?
We went straight to the hotel. We went to go rent a hotel that day.
You went to rent a hotel. Okay. And did you pick the hotel, or did Mr. Garcia pick the hotel?
Garcia picked the hotel.
Do you remember which exit you guys took off the highway?
No, sir.
You were driving though, right?
Yes, sir.
And how much of the cocaine did you have left? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember.
You think you had burned through most of it?
Probably.
And would it be a fair assessment to say that?
Let me just say, I got to give credit where credit's due. Jetty May here, Observation Station. She's Jetty May, I believe, on Instagram. I made some videos about the Adelsons being entitled, and she's like the entitled sins, and I'm like, that is gold, Jerry. So props and credit to Jetty May for the entitled sins.
You hadn't slept all night?
Yeah, I didn't sleep.
Okay. And the night before, you didn't know that this was going to be occurring, right? You found out that's that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you had been up all day and all night?
Driving.
Correct. And you consumed multiple alcoholic beverages, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you and Mr. Garcia had consumed multiple grams of cocaine, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So it's also your testimony that somewhere after Orlando, that Mr. Garcia, according to you, tells you that this is a homicide, right?
Is that first trip or the second trip?
First trip,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
That's when you find out it's a homicide.
I just want to make sure, sir.
Okay. And it's your testimony to these jurors that he told you that he was going to give you either 30 or 35 stacks, right?
Yes, sir.
It's also been your testimony to this jury that you believed that he thought that you were going to do the shooting, right?
Yes, sir.
And just for the record, your testimony is that you did not do the shooting, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you still receive the same amount of money?
Yes, sir.
So for not committing the act that you were hired to do, right? Because it's your testimony that Sigfredo Garcia, Mr. Garcia, hired you to commit this murder, not to be your tag-along, that he still paid you the amount of money that he told you that he'd pay you at the beginning, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he didn't tell you, hey, listen, I thought you were going to actually do the murder, and I had to do it, so I'm going to give you, I'll give you 10 stacks for 2 rides, right?
Yeah.
So you got $35,000 for 2 rides from Miami to Tallahassee,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Right?
I just got a Venmo of $4.20 from Kathy H, who says, "Thank you for streaming. I can fix Tato." Thank you so much, Kathy.
Yes, sir.
When you find a good stopping point, Mr.
I can stop right now.
I think the jury probably had enough for the day.
Yes, Judge.
What year was what? When it happened, or
stop right this moment.
trial?
Absolutely. If you think the jury's done for the day, we'll pick back up tomorrow. My pleasure.
All right, we're gonna go to the next video, and as you can see here, this was October 1st, 2019. So we are on to some more Tato.
How many recordings are you planning to actually attempt to play for the jury, Ms. Kettleman,
I believe there's 45.
that you plan to present?
Yes, sir.
And who do you plan to present those through?
Through Agent Sanford.
I guess we don't have to watch this argument before.
The problem is, that's what the state says.
Mr. Rivera, good morning.
Good morning.
I've got up here on the screen. Can you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
I've got up on the screen phone records that have been entered into evidence as Government's Exhibit 128. There's a portion right here.
If you can read that, his eyes are a whole lot better than mine. You can't blow that up a little bit. I think there's a knob there. I've seen them used.
It's through the laptop.
Okay. All right.
The government asked you this on direct examination yesterday, and I just want to confirm that your phone number, or one of your two phone numbers, was 305-570-8153. You recall that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And what's already been entered into evidence is Government's Exhibit 128, are the specifics that AT&T has and that they document and they keep with regards to your phone activity, sir. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
And your phone activity that's documented in this state's exhibit, it includes phone calls as well as text messages. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
You indicated yesterday that you were unable to read and write. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
From the month of May of 2014 till October of 2014, with phone number 305-570-8153, were you aware that you participated in 7,885 text messages back and forth?
Yes, sir.
And you'll agree with me, a text message is a nonverbal communication?
You can talk to the phone and it'll spell it out for you.
And that's your testimony that that's what you did in every single text message?
Yes, sir. I had an iPhone.
And what about receiving text messages? They were also voicemails? That's your testimony?
Yeah, they read it out to you.
You indicated also that you were attempting to get your GED, but we interrupted your education
Yes, sir.
in your testimony yesterday. In 2016, while in federal custody, did you take any classes with regards to reading and writing?
I've been doing that my whole life, though. I'll tell you that.
So you've been taking classes to read and write your whole life. Isn't it true that in 2016, while in federal custody, as part of the federal program, you received passing grades with regards to reading and writing courses?
I get help. Got a tutor.
So you didn't really answer my question. I see that you had a tutor, but the answer is yes, correct? You received passing grades
Yes, sir.
in reading and writing.
Yes, sir. I had a tutor.
And yesterday, when the government asked you to read a document, your testimony under oath was that you can't read and write, correct?
I can.
So let's go back to what we were talking about yesterday with regards to your June 4th trip. And that's the trip that you took in a Nissan, I believe it was Sentra, correct?
I guess so.
Now, you didn't rent the Nissan, correct?
No, sir.
But in the July trip, you did rent the Toyota Prius, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it was your testimony yesterday that you rented it while Mr. Garcia was around the corner waiting for you outside of the rental place, correct?
Yes, sir.
Show the jury.
Why don't we let the technician handle that instead of You switch to the L mode type function.
Alone, while Mr. Garcia was around the corner, correct? You filled out this document alone while Mr. Garcia was around the corner, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you wrote your name right here,
Yes, sir.
where it says renter's name.
Yes, sir.
You didn't write the name of where the unit number is, correct?
What unit?
Right next to it, to the right, where it says unit number. You didn't mistakenly put your name where it says unit number. You put your name where it says name, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's because you read the word name and you knew to write your name next
No,
to it.
I asked the guy where do I write my name and everything. He told me fill it out right here. Is what you put your name and your address.
So all this was at the assistance of somebody else, correct?
Yes, sir.
He's playing the typical douche attorney playbook where you have to like ask a billion questions that don't mean shit to try to belittle a witness who is sympathetic. Like, fuck this guy.
Mr. Rivera, can you read that?
It's my name.
What does it say?
Louis Rivera.
You can't read this whole thing?
My name, Louis Rivera.
Your name, so it says my name is Louis Rivera?
Yeah. It's like a third grade level.
Hold on. But it's your testimony now, but where it says renter's name right here, you need assistance.
Yes, sir. At that time I needed it. I'm taking classes now to learn how to read and write.
When you took your final exam in your GED level course in federal prison, was your tutor there with you when you passed?
Yes,
Did
sir.
he take your exam with you?
He was right next to me.
Government's Exhibit 83. It's going to be your testimony that the person budgeted in also helped you fill out this form?
Yes, sir.
Could do it on your own?
No, I can't.
And it's your testimony that you asked the person at the...
I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of the last name. It's Zengana, Sam Zengana, I believe. I'm not good with the pronunciation.
budgeted to read the document so you could fill out exactly where you needed to
Yes,
fill
sir.
out.
I asked him.
I'm listening. On the June 4th trip, did you ever indicate that Sigfredo drove the whole way?
June 16th?
The June 4th trip, have you ever previously said that the person that was driving the entire trip was Sigfredo Garcia?
He rode halfway and I rode the other half.
Have you ever indicated in previous statements that he was the only person that drove?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And today was the first time when the prosecution showed you that you actually got the ticket that your testimony was that you drove the second half, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And isn't it also true that in other statements that you've given, you indicated that you received the ticket on the July 14th trip, correct?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about June 4th. Had you previously testified that you arrived in Tallahassee in the early morning time?
Yes.
Right. And your previous testimony had been that you'd arrived around 9 or 10 in the morning, correct? Maybe earlier?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay. And that your previous testimony was when you got there that you kept partying, right, for a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you guys went to sleep for about an hour before you headed out, correct?
I don't remember that. I said an hour?
But you went
remember.
to sleep for a little bit, correct?
Probably.
So, arrived in Tallahassee in the early morning hours, kept drinking and doing cocaine, and then slept for a little bit before you left to go to Mr. Markel's house, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you'll agree with me that when the government showed you your travel citation in Gainesville, about 250 miles away, multiple hours away, at 9 a.m.
How far away, Mr. Zingano?
I'm sorry?
How far away?
About
Let's
200
not mislead the witness, please. That's
Well,
not accurate.
Okay. From Gainesville to Tallahassee, right? It's quite a drive, correct?
Yes, sir.
More than 100 miles, if you recall?
I don't know, sir.
So, between Gainesville and Tallahassee, multiple hours, and the citation's at 9:12 a.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
And your testimony changed and your timeline changed yesterday when the prosecution showed you the ticket. Is that correct?
I don't know about my time change, but
Your timeline.
my timeline?
Yes. Because you'll agree with me beforehand, you said that you got here in the early morning time, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you received the citation at 9:12, and Gainesville's at least 100 miles, as you indicated. It's quite a drive from Gainesville to Tallahassee, you'll
I guess
agree,
so.
correct? Right. So you'll agree with me that you did not arrive in the early morning time. You were in Gainesville in the early morning time, right?
Yes, sir.
You also indicated on direct examination that Mr. Garcia never used any kind of navigation technology on his phone, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's your testimony that you got to and it's also been your testimony that you've never come to Tallahassee before, correct?
I've never been to Tallahassee.
And that Mr. Garcia at no point utilized any kind of electronic media to help him get around in Tallahassee, right?
He never used any electronic, but we did stop in the store.
And you got a map.
Yes, sir.
And you said that he looked at it once and didn't look at it again, correct?
sir.
All right. So your testimony is that Mr. Garcia looked at a map once and never looked at it again.
Yes, sir.
Is Tallahassee like Miami in terms of how the streets are, like avenues and streets, like numbers and like how you can go, I'm going up from 88th Street to 157th Street. They don't have that here, do they?
I don't think so.
And you also testified that you purchased a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, Tato doesn't seem more truthful than Donna. He is absolutely more truthful than Donna.
And that you purchased bullets, correct?
Yes,
Just
sir.
think of that. We're not going to repeat everything you did yesterday. I think we did it 2 or 3 times yesterday. That's enough. Move on.
When you get to the hotel room, the first time, you said that you had somebody purchase the room for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the reason why you would do that was because you wanted to potentially hide, you didn't want to leave any kind of footprint that you were in Tallahassee, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's because, according to your testimony, your best friend tells you several hours into a trip that it's not a robbery, it's a homicide.
Yes, sir.
Would you consider that misleading?
What you mean by misleading?
Right. So your testimony has been, and you proffered to this jury that he's somebody that you've grown up with and he's one of your best friends, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you'll agree with me that your testimony in court is that he didn't tell you the purpose of the trip, right?
He didn't tell me at the beginning.
Right. Well, that's what I'm talking about. To get you to go on the trip, he didn't tell you the purpose of it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But he did offer you money.
Yes, he did.
And it was your testimony yesterday that the second day that you were there, you didn't feel like going forward with the murder, correct?
Repeat that question again, please.
No problem. It was your testimony yesterday that I believe you said because you're not going to kill somebody just because he has kids and that you don't know the man. Something like that, but you recall saying that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And based on that statement that you guys called off the purpose of your trip and left Tallahassee, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's your testimony that you were the driving force behind calling this off and leaving Tallahassee?
Well, it was nothing to do, nothing to be around there for, so we left.
Okay, so let me ask a few questions about that. You indicated that Mr. Garcia
Oh,
had been paid. You saw
Elizabeth
cash in his
L.
pocket, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said it was between $2,000 and $5,000, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got there on June 4th in the morning, right?
Yes, sir.
And between June 4th in the morning and what time did you guys leave on the 5th?
I mean, it's kind of wild if you think about it. If it was up to the Adelsons, Dan would have got killed in front of his kids. It was Tato who was like, no, I'm not doing that. And I 1,000% believe Tato when he says that.
I don't remember the time.
Roughly. Was
I
it
don't remember the
nighttime?
time, sir.
Was it nighttime?
I don't remember the time.
Okay. Do you remember if it was light or dark outside?
I can't remember.
Whose idea was it to leave?
Both of us.
According to you, had Mr. Garcia run through all the money that he'd bought?
Yeah, we was low on cash.
Okay. And you also said that he'd given you some money from his pocket, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'd also said that you had bought a substantial amount of narcotics during the trip, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you also said that Mr. Garcia had purchased additional narcotics, correct?
Yes, sir.
How much money would you say that he had spent on narcotics?
Ain't no telling right now. It's been a long time.
Okay, well,
Can't remember.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Mr. Rivera, can you guesstimate?
I said, ain't no telling. I can't remember how much money we spent, but we spent money.
Okay. Well, what's your definition of money on cocaine?
About $200.
Okay. So, as someone that has experience in the drug trade, right?
Yes.
$200 or $300 would be maybe another 8 ball, right?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 more 8 balls. So, you're at about 15 grams of cocaine for a 36-hour trip, according to you, right?
Probably.
I've heard about the grand jury, but from what I understand, it's at least yesterday was for a different case, and then today I don't think we know what it was about, but I don't think that it was for Wendy. But you know, what do I know?
So $200 to $300 on drugs. How much was the room? $100?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. Does that sound about right? Let's be very generous. Let's say $100.
I can't tell you. I don't remember.
All right. It was a motel though, right? It wasn't the W or a 5-star hotel.
It was a hotel. It can be one night for $60, but 2 nights can be $120.
And you guys stayed there one night, right? June 4th, and you left June 5th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So one night at a hotel. Let's say between $50 and $100. Sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys ate at Hooters, right?
Yes, sir.
Ate and drank at Hooters. You didn't want to be seen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you went to a known restaurant, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said that you guys were there for multiple hours, correct?
Yes, sir.
Were you wearing a hat?
Yes, sir.
You were wearing a hat?
Yes, sir.
Were you wearing sunglasses?
I don't remember.
You didn't have a mask on at Hooters, did you?
No.
No, right? Okay. So you're in public, being seen in Tallahassee for multiple hours, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You and Mr. Garcia have purchased and consumed, according to you, multiple ounces, almost multiple grams of cocaine, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're, I assume, drinking substantially at this point, correct?
Yes.
After you leave Hooters, where do you go? Back to the room?
Yeah.
Now, what time in the morning do you leave to start your surveillance the next day?
That Friday?
I'm sorry?
And then the murder day?
No, we're talking about the June trip today, sir.
All right.
What time do you leave?
In the morning.
Yes, sir. What time? Do you remember?
Like 7 or 8 around there.
Had you checked out of the hotel when you left in the morning?
I don't remember.
V Bongi says Donna probably told them to knock on the door and shoot, like Rob said she told him. That was an interesting little tidbit that came out that Donna said to Rob that Dan was shot at his door. That was an interesting little new thing we learned in Donna's trial.
Did you remember? Checkout's usually around 11 a.m., right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that morning, you'll agree with me that you hadn't decided whether or not anything was going to happen that day, right? Your plan was you were going to go kill Dan Markell that day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you'd planned to go commit this murder, and you weren't sure whether or not it was going to happen, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So did you check out of the hotel, or did you keep the hotel for another day?
I can't remember if we checked out or not. I cannot remember.
Okay. So then you drive over to Mr. Markell's house, correct?
Yes, sir.
To the area, and you conducted surveillance, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you followed him to the daycare center, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then you lost him, right?
Yes.
Did you conduct any additional surveillance that day, or did you call it quits?
I don't know if we were in the, I can't remember.
You indicated to the jury on direct examination that it appeared that on that second day that you felt that this was the wrong thing to do, and you didn't want to be involved in killing somebody that you didn't know, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you'll also agree with me that you realized that Mr. Garcia, according to your testimony, wanted you to be the shooter in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And as a result of that, you were going to be paid $35,000, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you were actually paid $37,000, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you were paid more than you were originally told, right?
Yes, sir.
And as we indicated yesterday, your testimony is that you didn't do the job that you were hired to do. You simply were, in essence, like a chauffeur, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you on medication? Are you?
This attorney right now is Zangana. Chris DeCoste actually does all his work in the second trial for Katie Magbanawa. In this trial, it's Tara Kawas. But this is Zangana, who is Sigfredo's attorney.
Are you on any medication right now?
No, sir.
None?
Not at all.
Were you on any prescribed medication at the time of the June or the July trip?
No, sir.
Give me 1 second, Dave.
You mind?
Dan Markel, when you said surveillance that you conducted of Dan Markel, when you said he went to the daycare, did you see him drop the kids off at the daycare?
Yes, sir.
And so he was alone at that time, correct? Because you saw him drop off the kids?
Yes, sir.
Now, you indicated that after you called off the purpose of your trip, you drove back to Miami, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's been your testimony that from June 5th, because that's when you got back to Miami, right? June 5th, the next day,
Yes, sir.
the next night. June 5th, that there was no communication or no discussion with you and Mr. Garcia about anything else until, I believe, 14th of July?
Yes, sir.
Would it be a fair statement to make that you made it clear, according to your testimony, that you did not want to participate in this job to Mr. Garcia, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then during your direct examination, actually, you kind of went to substantial detail to tell the members of the jury how you felt that this was an inappropriate thing to do, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Yet, when Mr. Garcia, according to your testimony, calls you, you go rent a car immediately, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't tell him.
Heather Bacon, welcome to the Bows. Capri Sun's in the chat. Thank you, Heather.
No, man, don't you remember what I told you June 5th? I don't want to be down with this, right? You didn't say that, did you?
No, that's my best friend.
Okay, well, but he was also your best friend on June 5th, right?
I'm dead, I'm gone, I guess.
Right, so he was your best friend on June 5th as well, the same day that you said, no, I don't want to do this, and in essence, you guys left, right?
Yes, sir.
5 weeks later, he tells you, let's ride, and you immediately go and rent a car in your name, yes?
Yes, sir, I did.
How many guns did you take the second time up?
One.
One, correct?
Talking about for the murder?
Yes, sir?
I just want to make sure where we at.
I'm sorry?
I just want to make sure where we at.
So you'll agree with me that on the June trip, you were extremely cautious about not leaving any kind of fingerprint, okay, or any kind of trace that you were in Tallahassee, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yet on this second trip, you rented a car, right?
Yes, sir.
And whose name did you rent the car in?
My name.
Whose hotel did you rent the hotel room in?
It says my name on it, right?
Were you taking your medication on that day? No, you weren't, right? You weren't taking any medication that
Not
day?
at all. Just cocaine.
So you consider cocaine to be medication?
It's medication.
Have you been taking cocaine for medication for a long time?
I've been doing cocaine since the age of 15 years old, sir.
And how old are you now?
36.
Would you say that you do cocaine on a daily basis, or did cocaine on a daily basis?
Not once in a blue. Not like that. Not every day.
When you say once in a blue, what does that mean?
Maybe on a weekend, maybe in a party.
So 50 times, let's just be conservative. Once a week there's 52 weeks in a year, correct?
Yes.
Right? I mean,
guess.
that's not a trick question. There's 52 weeks in a year. You're
Oh,
aware of
he's
that, correct?
such a
Yes, sir.
dick.
Okay. And you're
He's
saying you
such
did
a
cocaine
dick.
once a week, so that's 50 times a year, right?
Yes, sir.
For 20 years?
Yeah, I'm 36.
Okay. So about 1,000 times?
Maybe, yeah.
Now, have you ever testified that you believe, well, who do you believe convinced Mr. Garcia to take this job?
His wife, Katie.
Have you ever said that one of the reasons that Mr. Garcia participated in this murder for hire was that Katie McBanawa indicated that she would get back together with him if he did so?
Have I ever said that? I don't remember.
Do you remember giving a recorded statement to law enforcement on October 4th, 2016?
Yeah.
And during that time, as we indicated yesterday, you were accompanied by your attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
As well as Detective Isom and Special Investigator Sanford, correct?
Yes, sir.
Give me a minute, sir.
No.
Can we come stop, bro?
Okay.
All right, so just so we have this clear, that is Tara Kawas. That is Krista Cost. That is Sam Zangada, who is
May I continue, Judge?
You may.
Thank you.
Tato, who is Sigfredo's attorney. And this is the first
So
trial.
it's your testimony today, sir, that you don't recall whether or not you
We're not
indicated.
going to repeat his testimony over and over again, Ms. Sangaday. Move on.
Will you agree with me that you
Hankinson.
believe that Ms. Bagbanawa was a driving force in convincing Mr. Garcia to commit this murder? That's
Yes,
that's
sir.
your testimony,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
It was also your testimony yesterday that immediately after the purported after you committed the murder,
Sweepstakes, how to really win. Welcome to the Bows. Thank you so much.
that Mr. Garcia called Ms. Bagbanawa, correct?
That he called her?
Well, that's the first call he made after the murder, right?
That was the first call.
Okay. And you actually testified that while he was sitting next to you in the Prius, you could hear the conversation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And during that conversation, I believe your testimony was something to the effect is, it's done, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then it was followed up with, we're getting our money the next day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Nothing about, he didn't say anything to the effect of, you didn't hear, I did it, we're going to be back together now, right?
No, not at all.
He didn't tell Katie, listen, I did what you asked me to do, I want to be back together with you, correct?
Not at all. So he hung up the phone and that's it.
Right. And the only contents of the conversation was with regards to money, right?
Yes, sir.
And you'll agree with me that prior to that, you indicated the driving force behind this was him getting back together with Katie, right?
Repeat that question again?
Sure, no problem. I just asked you, wasn't she extremely influential in having him do this, correct?
Yes, sir.
You also, and you'll agree with me that you believe that Ms. Bagbanawa was extremely influential in decisions with regards to Mr. Garcia, correct?
Yes, sir.
My client was crazy about Ms. Bagbanawa, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
In love with her.
He still is.
You'll also agree with me that at the time of this situation, Ms. Bagbanawa wasn't dating my client.
No, not at all.
She was
They were
dating
on- They were on and off.
on and off. But at the time that this took place, who was she dating?
The dentist.
You keep calling him the dentist. You know his name, though, right?
Yeah, I just found out. Charlie.
Charlie. Now, there was a time where you were with Mr. Garcia and you went to a restaurant in Brickell, right?
Yes, sir.
And it was at this time where you saw Ms. Bagbanawa with Dr. Adelson, correct? Charlie Adelson, the
Yes, sir.
dentist.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever testified that you'd never seen Charlie Adelson?
I ain't never seen him a day in my life. That day we went to the restaurant, I seen Katie. I don't know who he was.
As someone that, well, let me ask you this question. As someone that is participant, someone that deals drugs. You don't deal drugs on the corner, correct?
No.
You deal drugs to people that you know, right?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Did you know Katie McManus?
Yes, sir.
Were you aware that Mr. Garcia was unhappy with the fact that she was dating Charlie Adelson?
Of course he was.
Would you say that Mr. Garcia liked Dr. Adelson?
Like him?
Right.
No.
Would you say that would probably be the opposite, that he disliked him?
Yeah, he disliked that man.
He disliked that man.
Yeah, just like he didn't like that man.
Right. He didn't like him. He was angry with him, right?
Yes, sir. Anybody with having a relationship, right?
Correct, but I'm talking about Mr. Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say that he was unhappy with her relationship with the dentist, correct?
Yes, sir.
With Dr. Adelson, correct? Charlie Adelson, right?
Yes, sir.
Penny.
Would it be fair to say that you'd be able to see the anger in his face, correct?
Of course.
You would see that he would be sad, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yet it's your testimony that Mr. Garcia agreed to do an act that the Adelsons wanted, right?
Yes, sir.
Judge, can I get a minute?
No.
No, you've had way too many minutes, you dope.
Sustained.
It's your testimony that you'd never seen Charlie Adelson, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you would deny selling drugs to Charlie Adelson?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you ever sell drugs to Charlie Adelson?
Sustained. The objection is sustained.
Can we approach sidebar, Judge?
Move on.
No.
Have third parties ever elicited you to purchase narcotics for other people?
Objection.
Sustained.
You're aware that Mr. Garcia was involved in a motorcycle accident, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're also aware that he received a settlement as a result of this motorcycle accident, correct?
A settlement?
A settlement, he got paid.
No, I don't.
I don't remember
Remember
this.
that?
You don't remember that?
Oh, it's Steve-O, publicly buzzed from his Wrestle Plunge account. Make sure you are subscribed to Wrestle Plunge.
Are you-
Oops.
You aware, or you indicated that you would have almost daily contact with Mr. Garcia, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'll agree with me that one of the things that he did to make money would be to buy and sell cars, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember how many cars he's bought and sold?
No, not at all.
Would it be more than one?
Yeah.
More than five?
Shit, I don't remember.
The government showed you a picture of a 1986 Monte Carlo, a purple one, correct?
Yes, sir.
How much did he pay for that car? Do you remember?
I think no more than $3,000.
So around $3,000. And how much did he pay for that motorcycle?
Like 38, $4,000 around there.
You don't remember?
Like 38 or $4,000 between.
And it's your testimony that he gave you $37,000 out of 100.
Yes, sir.
Did you deposit any of that money in the bank?
Nope.
Did you declare any of that money on your taxes?
Nope.
Get the IRS in
You know
here.
how the money was given to you?
Cash.
Cash?
Yes, sir.
$100 bills, right?
Yes, sir.
Stapled together?
Yes, sir.
And it was your testimony that the day after the murder that my client and Ms. McManus were at Jessica's house, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did Jessica know about the murder?
No, sir, not at all.
So they did the money drop off at her house.
Yeah, Lewis got the stapled money, and went straight to a tax place. Lewis went to H&R Block. Lewis got that money and is like, "Hey, H&R Block, I got the stapled cash. Can we I got to claim this on my taxes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So in essence, at that point, you'll agree with me, Jessica now knew what was going on.
Not at all.
You just showed up and you got, would you normally get large amounts of cash like that?
No, sir.
How much would you make when you would do one of your jacks?
It depends.
10, 15, 20,000?
Yes, sir.
You don't consider that to be a large amount of cash?
Yes.
What's the most money you've ever made doing a robbery?
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. Is this the most amount of money you've ever made? And what?
Objection, Your Honor.
I ruled objection to that question.
Is this the most amount of money you've ever made in one setting?
No, sir.
No, sir? Okay. So this is not something that Jessica wrote. This is your wife, right? Your living girlfriend, your baby mama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did she ever ask you where you got this money?
She never asked me nothing.
And that's because she knows that you have a code of silence, right?
Yes, sir.
Yet you exposed her, according to your testimony, to this cash exchange. Was that normal?
Repeat that again?
Sure. You exposed her to this money exchange, right?
What do you mean by exposure?
She was there,
She was there.
right?
She never seen the money, though.
So they gave you a paper bag?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And she didn't see you taking, I mean, the $100 bills were stapled together, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did she see you taking the staples out of everything?
No, sir.
No.
Not
You went
at
to a
all.
separate room?
Nope, I left them in my car. Grabbed the money and left.
Did you give any of this money to Jessica Rodriguez?
I gave her a few dollars, but she didn't know where it come from. She didn't, nothing.
Obviously, you don't want to get Jessica in trouble, right?
She don't know nothing. Why would I get in trouble?
Well, but I'm just asking in general. You wouldn't want her to get in trouble, correct?
I never tell her nothing.
Did Jessica, okay, so you took a plea in this case to 19 years, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you're not going to serve 19 years in Florida State Prison, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, the answer's not, because your plea was to 19 years to run at the same time as your 151-month sentence in federal court, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, let's do the math here. 19 times 12 is 228. Minus 151 is 77. Divided by 12 is 6.4 years. So you're going to spend less than 6.5 years in Florida State Prison, correct?
If I do all my time in the feds. If I don't, I got to do more time in the state.
Your plea agreement, what we're talking about, not whether or not you get additional time or less time, but what you've agreed with the government, that's what I'm talking about, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm just explaining.
Okay, well, I'm asking what your plea agreement is. Your plea agreement is what you agreed to with the government, correct?
Yes, sir. I said 19.
19. So as we agreed, did you sit down and go over your plea agreement with your attorney? You did that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he read all the portions of the plea agreement to you, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you began plea negotiations with the government probably in September of 2016?
Yeah.
And you were arrested or you were charged, because you were already in prison, right?
Yes, sir.
So you were charged in, was it May or June of 2016?
I think it was June.
It was June, right? Because you remember that law enforcement came to federal prison to talk to you in May of 2016, correct?
Yeah.
And when they first asked you about this, you'll agree with me that you denied any involvement, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then from June to September, about 3 months, right?
Yeah.
You decided to become a cooperating witness with the state court, correct? Okay. Did the government make you the 19-year offer before they spoke to you? Or
Did they make me?
Let me ask the question, sir. Did the government come and tell you, we're going to offer you 19 years, or did they sit down and talk to you and then make you that offer?
They didn't sit down and talk to me at all.
So at no point did you have any communication with the prosecutor?
At all.
That communication went through your attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
Prior to the October 4th statement that you gave that's videotaped,
Yes, sir.
did you have communication with law enforcement that was not memorialized by video?
Say that again?
Sure. Did you You've seen the video, right? The October 4th video?
I ain't really had no, I ain't see nothing. I was in the box. So I never got to see no videos or none of that.
Well, let me ask it this way. Was there ever a time, okay, prior to the recording, where law enforcement asked you questions that went...
Babes in the chat. Babes in the chat. Babe should have is working on a new video, I believe. So make sure you're subscribed to Mindful Crime Couture, my wife's wonderful channel, because there should be a video coming out soon. Hey, YouTube replier.
Went through your attorney, okay? And he came and discussed those questions with you, and then you told your attorney the answers. And then he would go back and tell the police.
Yes, sir.
So your attorney acted as like a mediator, okay, between law enforcement and you, right?
Well, law enforcement would be with me in there. And I talk with my lawyer.
That's not what I asked you.
But you got me confused, man. Come back.
Okay. Law enforcement, was there a time where you were in separate rooms with law enforcement and you were alone with your attorney?
No, law enforcement, he was in the room.
Your attorney was in the room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the police would come and talk to your attorney, and then he would come alone with you and have discussions, correct?
No, the cop was in the room as well.
Okay. Were you at the open table, or were you isolated and having a private conversation with your lawyer?
No, it was an open table. My lawyer, well, if I have a conversation with my lawyer, it's between me and my lawyer. But the detective was there.
Okay. Do you remember giving a deposition on January 31st, 2018? You remember me taking your deposition?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And do you remember when I asked you, where prior to the recording, law enforcement... Page number, I apologize, 119, lines 11 to 15. Where I asked you, where prior to the recording, law enforcement asked questions that went through your attorney, and he came and discussed them with you, and then you told your attorney the answers, and he would go back and tell the police officers, and you answered, yes, sir. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
Objection, improper impeachment.
Overruled.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I asked you was, because what I asked you in that question, it appears that the answer is, well, strike that. Was this the same day as the recording? Do you remember?
What recording?
Okay. The October 4th recording. Do you recall if this is the same day?
Yeah.
And you'll agree with me that there are portions of your interaction, according to your own words, that were not memorialized on video, correct?
That it wasn't recorded?
Right.
I don't know if it was recorded or not.
Did they tell you at some point we're turning the camera on?
I believe every time I talk to any detective, it's getting recorded.
Now, between end of September and your statement, you took a ride down I-75 with the police, correct?
Yes, sir.
And during and the purpose of this was to see if you could retrieve the firearm that was used in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'll agree with me that on that day, you spent multiple hours driving up and down I-75, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many miles would you say that you went from Tallahassee all the way south?
A lot of miles, I can say.
Did you get to Tampa?
Probably past Tampa.
Past Tampa. There's a real long bridge that you went over, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that multiple hours?
Yeah.
Did they feed you?
Yeah.
You didn't eat prison food, right?
No.
They got you some McDonald's or something?
Yes.
And you actually had them stop at an underpass, which you believed was where the firearm was left, correct?
Yes, sir.
And law enforcement actually found a firearm there, didn't they?
I guess.
You guessed. I mean, they showed you. We found a gun, right?
No, nobody showed me nothing.
Didn't they? But you know that they found a firearm there, right?
I heard they found a gun.
Did they show you that gun to see if that you recognize the gun to be
No,
the gun in this
sir.
case?
No, sir.
Is that did you just take law enforcement to a known dumping ground for Latin Kings to dump firearms?
Latin Kings.
You're a Latin King.
Why you keep saying Latin Kings? They ain't got nothing to do with this. You're wrong. You're wrong, man. This ain't got nothing to do with no Latin Kings.
So
It
you're
got to
not
do with me and Garcia. No Latin Kings.
So you're not answering my question. My
No.
question
Ask him a
was,
straightforward question.
I said no.
Look at that.
I'm sorry?
Ask him another question. Ask him a straightforward question, not an argumentative one, please.
Give me just 1 second. I just received it now. recognize that?
Yeah,
What is that?
that's a letter.
Who sent this letter?
I did.
And does that have your signature on it?
Yes, sir.
And who did you send this letter to?
Mr. Georgia?
Is this letter in the same condition that it was when you originally sent it?
Probably.
Does it look any different? Does it look altered in any way?
No.
Judge, at this time, the defense moves what's previously marked as defense exhibit 3 into evidence.
Stay.
Just my general objection to them introducing evidence during my case in chief, Judge.
No specific objection.
No, Your Honor.
Let me see the exhibit.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Rivera, that says November 3rd, 2016, right? The numbers up there are consistent. That's the day you sent this letter?
Yes, sir.
And that letter's addressed to Ms. Kappelman, who's the state attorney in this case, this young lady right here.
Yes, sir.
This was a letter that you intended to send her, correct?
Yes, sir.
And whose signature is this down here?
That's mine.
And it says in this letter,
I am currently in protective custody, confinement. I think it says it's 300 days since I made a plea with you. I told you everything you wanted to know. I helped you break the case. In return, I have been put in confinement cells 7 days a week with only 3 hours a week to tell something to FIM, and I want to go to general population. I will sign whatever you need. Only because I helped you. Thanks.
that since you made a plea deal with the government and you told them everything they wanted to know, and you helped break the case, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
That you've been in confinement 7 days a week, 3 hours a week to call your family, and that you want to go to general hospital, correct?
Yes, sir.
Should I have another exhibit if I may approach Mr. Rivera?
You mind?
Mr. Rivera, do you recognize, I'm showing you what's been previously marked as Garcia's Exhibit 4. Do you recognize that document?
Yes, sir.
Is that a letter that you wrote to Ms. Kappelman?
Yes, sir.
Is that letter in the same or substantially the same condition as it was when you first sent it?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yes, sir.
Judge, at this time, I move what's previously been marked as Garcia's Exhibit 4 in evidence.
Any specific objection?
Yes, Your Honor. Hearsay and cumulative.
Let me see the letter.
Yes, Judge.
Trying to find the letter on the docket. I know it's there, but I can't find it to get a better copy of
I'll
it.
overrule the objection. Admit the letter.
Thank you, Judge. And Mr. Garcia, I'm sorry, Mr. Rivera, this letter went directly from you to Ms. Kappelman, correct?
Yes, sir.
You didn't send it to your attorney, correct?
No.
And in this letter, in essence, you want to get out of confinement, right?
Yes, sir.
And the reason why you said that you were in confinement was because you helped the government, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm showing you what's been marked as government, I'm sorry, Defense Exhibit 4, Garcia 4. That's another letter you sent the same day, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you wrote, whose name is that?
Her name?
And what's her name?
Kaepernick.
What's her first name?
Georgia.
Did you write this letter?
Somebody wrote it for me.
Who wrote it?
I just rewrote it.
I'm sorry?
Somebody wrote the letter and I rewrote it.
So that's your actual handwriting?
Yep.
And in this letter, what's the first sentence say?
Somebody wrote it for me, sir.
Right.
I can't read it.
You can't read it?
No, I had somebody write it for me. He's the one that told me about it. And he wrote it for me. And I just rewrote it and sent it out.
Well, let me read it.
You don't need to read it. It's in evidence. Move on, Mr. Sangaday.
Well,
Move on. I said, move on.
Yes, sir.
We've done this. Put the letter down.
Do not mess with this judge.
As a result of your cooperation, your life would be in danger, correct?
Yes, sir.
That as a result of you cooperating with the government in this case, that they were going to kill you, right?
They're trying it right now.
I'm sorry?
They're trying to do it right now.
You're here, right?
I'm talking to you, yes.
And those 2 letters that you sent Ms. Kappelman, you're asking to be put back in general population, correct?
Yes, sir.
Out of the SHU, out of protective custody.
Yes, sir.
Give me a second. Mr. Rivera, who wrote that letter for you?
The inmate.
You remember the inmate's name?
No, sir.
That inmate was in, I assume he was in the SHU in November of 2016?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what pod you were in?
G-Pod.
G-pod, okay. On July 14th, 2014, you rented the Prius and came up to Tallahassee?
We're not going to start repeating testimony, Mr.
I
Sangaday. Go to something new.
Where did you stay?
We've done that. Move on. Something new, Mr. Sangaday.
On the day in question, what time did you start following Mr. Markel?
This is something new, I said, Mr. Sangaday.
Do you remember what time you got to Premier Fitness?
Repeat that again?
Sure. Mr. Markel went to the gym, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what time you got to the gym?
No.
Were you following Mr. Markel from the daycare to the gym?
Yes, sir.
And it's your testimony that you were in the car with Mr. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
You weren't in the car with another Latin King?
No, sir. You bring this Latin King back and forth, man. You got my life in jeopardy right now. Just because, and yesterday you told me about the same thing. Where's my location at? My life is in jeopardy even worse now, because now they know where I'm at. And that's protected custody.
So the answer to my question?
He answered your question. Do you have another question, Mr. Sangaday?
I do. How far behind Mr. Markel were you when he pulled into the gym?
To the gym,
Yeah. To Premier.
a few cars down from him.
So you were, let's say, 100 feet behind him?
Like two cars from behind him.
2 cars? Would you say 5 seconds behind him?
Yeah.
And you pulled into the parking lot?
Yes, sir.
And you testify, well, at any point did you or Sigfredo Garcia get out of the Prius?
I ain't got off the Prius at all.
Did Mr. Garcia get out of the Prius to urinate
Yes, sir.
in the Premier parking lot?
Yes, sir.
Where were you parked when you did that?
Almost towards the street, by a bush.
Was the parking lot empty or full?
I had cars around.
And by having cars around it, you mean there were a lot of cars around it?
Yes, sir.
And will you agree that there are people constantly coming in and out of the gymnasium?
Yes, sir.
And did you see someone who worked as, I don't know if there's security, but there was personnel or someone that was working on staff walking around the parking lot?
No, I don't remember.
Was it your plan that morning to commit the murder?
My plan?
Yes.
No.
Was this another surveillance day?
For the murder? The day of the murder? That's
12
another
o'clock?
day.
I'm sorry?
It's another day.
Was it your plan when you woke up in the morning that that was the day you were going to commit the murder?
No, it was not my plan. We woke up and went do what we got to do.
You had not called or you had not heard anybody call saying today we're going to commit the murder, correct?
No.
After Mr. Markel leaves the gym and you follow him, you pull out, when you see him pulling towards his neighborhood, you pull into another direction, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want him to be seeing you behind him, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you pull up into 2116 Trescott Ave, right behind his car that's in the garage,
Yes, sir.
and that's where Mr. Markel's killed.
Yes, sir.
And it's your testimony that you are not the shooter.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else that could testify to who the shooter is?
But that's not an appropriate question, Mr. Sanganetti.
Was there anybody else in the car with you?
Garcia's in the car with me.
Anybody other than Garcia?
Nobody else.
So you'll agree that you're the only person that can
Let's go
testify?
sidebar, please. I was hoping we could find a stopping point, but I guess we're going to need to take a break. We'll let y'all step out 15 minutes. That's what it is. You would.
I'll do that in front of the...
I've moved on.
There's Sigfredo in his tuxedo.
Mr. Sanganetti, do you wish to refresh the witness's recollection as to any issues?
Sir, I'm going to withdraw my last question.
Okay, but
I'll do that in front of the...
I've moved on to something different. I'm sorry. Do you wish, I said we'd give you an opportunity at the end of cross-examination to refresh his recollection if you desire, by reading to him what it is you wish to use to refresh. If we're going to do that, let's do it now.
Let me take a look at my notes, Judge.
All right. Turn down. We'll get her to do it. It turned out there was user error. Okay. Right, I understand, but it's been working, so there's something you're doing that's making it not work, so, okay. But Johanna's the one that helped to fix it the other day. We lose Mr. Sanganetti? Yeah. Where? Mr. Sanganetti, do you wish to refresh recollection? Okay, well, let's wait to hear the answer to that.
All right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out, and thank you for the support. Look out. I may do a stream on Saturday, likely in the afternoon, so look out for that. Continue this. The poll is pretty high here to continue with Tato, so I think I'll do that. And I'm going to send you here in about 20 minutes. If you follow the Ellen Greenberg case, Josh Ritter from Courtroom Confidential is doing a live tonight on that. So if you want to check that out, give him a like at the very least. Tell him we sent you. You guys are awesome. Look out for a live possibly this weekend. And I appreciate all the support. Thank you, mods. And we'll look forward to a new stream. If not this weekend, then definitely next week. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. And have a good night, everybody.